Scrap TV, man. What? Duality, yeah. Kind of heavy. This one's kind of heavy. A little heavy to pick up. Opposing contrast to my muscles. Yeah, we gotta lift these bars, man. We gotta lift these bars up. Duality, man. There's a lot of ways to get into that one. Duality of the situation. Duality of the relationship, or duality of the politics. You say you can't have just a Senate. You gotta have a House of Representatives too. They both operate on each other's wing and they kind of balance each other out. So it's not all one-sided. You used to say that about, being bipartisan. There are certain people on one side of the rope that represent one thing, and sometimes they need to rule in certain courts. Yeah. Sometimes they need to, the other party needs to be in there because they believe a certain way, or they practice. So yeah, there is a duality in politics. The yin and the yang. Yeah. Some people say it a different way. I do it my way. I enunciate it the way I want to portray it. Some kind of contrast can actually work for you in an opposing situation. As the homeboy stated, hey man, do a podcast. It's probably better if you have somebody that's not a yes man. Okay. Not a yes man. Okay, I can dig it. Somebody that doesn't agree with everything that you say. Oh, okay. Likewise. Here, diagonally. Exactly. Connect 4. We're connecting 2 right now. That was an old commercial for an old board game type of thing, toy board game called Connect 4. Yeah, you don't want a yes man all the time. You need somebody that has, different way of life, a different thought pattern, a different perspective, a different feeling, a different directive, a different derivative, a different agenda. Mainly not too far away. Love and war. In love, there's something happening, and in war, there's something else happening. It's natural duality. The duality of having opposite parties or opposite mentals is definitely necessary. You show this side and that side. Must be 2 sides, couldn't? Must be 2 sides. So we get into it, man. This is Scrap TV. deSz'e coming through. Whoa. Did it again. We back on you, man. Today we're talking duality. Not a loop duplicate. This is duality. These are two things that happen at the same time. Two people that's working the black seam together. They're putting it together. Hey, what up now? Already saying hi. That Gabby Roca. Yeah, saying hello. All right. And then Franda saying hello as well. Guten Morgen. Guten Tag. Guten Abend. Buenos dias. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night. Yeah, I'm happy for all y'all, man. Thanks for coming through. This one's called duality. It's not what you think it is sometimes. Duality. Yeah, we need the good and the bad sometimes. We need the night and the day. How could you have night if you didn't have day? How could you have day if you don't have night? How could you have dry land and then the wetlands? One or the other. Yeah, and both of them have function. Both of them function at the same time. At different times. They do the same thing. In different times, they're doing different things. So you're going to rest in the night. You're going to work in the day, or you're working the night and you're resting in the day. One of the other. But you need it. You need it. We lead your path. Oh, yo, path. Anisha LTV is in the house. Y'all connect to Anisha LTV if you get a shot. We got 8 people. Can I get those likes in? Huh? Y'all want to see my face? You want to see my face? Hey, hit the like button. It's right there. Double tap the screen. Use the joystick. We lead your path. Yo path. Exactly. This is Scrap TV. I'm deSz'e. And I usually put the little thing on just so I can get my thoughts off. So I'm not looking in the background. I'm not looking at the time. I'm not looking at all the numbers. Thanks, y'all. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. We're talking about duality today. That is not what you think it is. It's not just two things going at the same time. It's not two of the like things. You can make it that. And both of those things have different functions. Yeah. That's on you. But in duality, things work the way they're supposed to work to keep things working. Oh, we got shipping and receiving. Yeah. We're shipping out. We're also receiving. We got accounts payable and accounts receivable. Yeah, you didn't think I was going to go there. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, deSz'e's smart. deSz'e got some ideas too. Yeah, deSz'e ain't playing. deSz'e's serious about this. I think about the movie with Michael Keaton. The movie was called Multiplicity, where he split himself up. He split himself up into 4 or 5 different Michael Keatons. What is the duality in that? Well, and we kind of explained it, kind of goes parallel with what I talked about the other morning. Everybody had their job to do. There was one that kind of keep the kids. There's one that has to cook. There's one that has to go to work. And one that's doing carpentry around the house. He's fixing things. By the time that wife came home, he was also, I think it was Mr. Mom too. And it was duality there. Somebody had to go earn independence. Somebody got to make some money. Somebody raise some kids. Somebody got to cook. Somebody got to fix things around the house. Somebody has to be the hostess. Somebody has to be the security guard. It all works together. Michael Keaton split himself in more than one way. And he also had a dumb one. Not dumb, dumb as in dumb, but the dumb as in silly. He had a silly part of him that came out. He didn't really like that dude. But that dude represents something in duality. There has to be a fun part to this, okay? There has to be a fun part. You can't be serious all the time. He had to accept his silly side. Silly side was a little slow. Having fun, you know what I'm saying? Just taking it in. Eating ice cream and all that. While the other one's working and doing all the stuff. He had a function of. He had a function. Everybody that he represented in multiplicity he had to learn himself. He had to learn himself in several ways. He had to learn how to work the duality. He was like, oh, okay, you do this, and you do that, and you do that. I mean, he's like, you, and you, and you. You go sit in the corner. He was like, oh, why am I dealing with you? Why did they split me up and have one that's just off kilter? One is off kilter. You're like, we got to make a job for this person. You know, you can be the answer the phone or something. I don't know what you're supposed to do. He was upset with that one, but he had to deal with that duality because that part of him made a purpose. Was purposeful. Yeah. Can't just have a carpenter doing carpentry all day and night. He does it when he gets up in the morning. The carpenter goes and sharpens his tools and starts getting the carpentry ready to whatever he's finna do. Gotta fix the water pipes, or gotta reprimer the Jeep. I don't know what you gotta do. But Michael Keaton's part, he had to deal with himself in so many ways. And his wife, she appreciated him when she got home. Everything was done. How did you do this? Oh, yeah, deSz'e Scrap TV doing it again. This one's called Duality. This is just not freestyle fellowship here. This is definitely tapping bass. Tapping bass into your brain. I'm tapping thoughts that you think about, that you don't think about, that you may not have thought about in a certain way. Yeah, I'm tinkering with your brain game. Some of these talks I do. And this is like, hey, a whole new segment type thing. Sometimes I'm doing music, sometimes I'm doing cooking, sometimes I'm doing recycling on here. Sometimes I'm just messing around in your thought program. Make you think, make you say, ooh, the things that make you go, Yeah, give me that like, baby. Give me a like, bro. Come on with it. Come on with it, man. Come on with it. I came in peace. Tutankhamun. I came in peace. I come to do it, man. I came to do it. So let's tap in. Let's see if you can hear me. Please, just press a 1, Anisha, please. Just let me know if you can hear me. Boo, I don't want to redo this one. I don't want to redo this one. Anybody, give me a 1 in the chat, please. 1 if you can hear my voice. Please let me know if you can hear me. I will not want to do this one again like that. Like the other day. I went too good. I went in. Oh boy, sometimes I can redo it because of what I wrote. This one is duality. Okay, hearts. That means I'm on, right? Okay, thank you. Yeah, you can hear me, okay. That's all I want to know. Make sure I can be heard. Because I get to the end of the hour, I'll be like, Oh, man. Do it again. Again. I'm like, oh, my goodness. This one was a good one. Duality. Sometimes contrast can help you in a duality situation. Sometimes everything has its function. You can't harvest all the time. You gotta sow seeds. You gotta nurture them. You gotta go to sleep sometimes and rebuild muscles and stuff. Everything has a purpose. Everything has some kind of function to it. And things are working in different ways at the same time. Sometimes I trick myself to make this hand do something the other hand is not doing. The other hand's doing something, it's twisting a knob. This hand's over here cutting. Yeah, I'm trying to be good like that. I'm trying to be good like that. That's why I give a great massage. Yeah. One hand is doing this while the other hand is doing that. Yeah, I'm octopus hands. Octopusy over here, boy. I'm telling you. I'm into making progress. Sometimes I have two drills in both hands. I'm out using two drills, one in one hand, one in the other. Serious with it. I'm trying to get the job done. I'm deSz'e. My number is 21. That's my name. They call me 21. Power of 3. 2 plus 1. 21. 1 plus 2. There's 3. It's the same thing. So my number is number 3. I'm the power of 3. 3 men can do what I do. I might be 3.5 on the 4 feet. I'm serious. I'm the soul, sonic, and the force. I'm trying to get it done. I'm not trying to be a, oh man, I'm wore out now. I'm trying to get it in. Get it in, Wonder Wheel. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thanks, Anisha, for coming through. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming through. Yeah, and I say good morning, good evening, good afternoon in that order. Thank you, and thank you for coming through in that order. I'm serious about that. I said, what would be cute? I'm thinking in my mind, what would be cute? What would be cute? Come on, dog. Pause right there. In duality. That's not what duality means. That you have two screens going. But you can't have two screens and both of them are doing two different things. Now that's progress. But if you got two things, the same thing on both screens, it could help you because you can turn this way and see the same thing that you can turn this way. I put my lyrics or whatever on the wall, or my graphics or whatever, and I just wanted to be an aesthetic. Cool. Stay there. That's not duality to me. No, I need to be. And if you see my pad on earlier videos, you see my little sketch pad. I got one computer here, touch screen, and I got another computer right here. So I can hit things that's doing something different on this computer. And I can hit stuff on this computer. And my keyboard is right here, my drum machine, my guitar is over there in the corner, and I can whoop it. When I play keyboards for the groups that I used to perform with, I would have 2 keyboards or 3, and one right here, maybe 4, just because we couldn't save everything, all the sounds. And we go into the next song, and I'm like, dude, that means I have to reprogram the whole thing. And now we don't have time to reprogram while the show's going on. The people are not gonna wait for you. They not. They gone. They leaving the club. The club owner looking at you. The church pastor is looking at you. But he see his crowd, his congregation is leaving. He's mad now. What are y'all doing? I'm the preacher. Y'all do the music. Duality, right? But the keyboard player, his keyboard sounds ain't coming out like it was. They done went to the third song. It don't call for a piano. It calls for a clarinet type thing. And then we don't have no clarinet players no more. Oh, Jesus, John. Jesus taking in, Jesus spit. And Jesus Garcia. Yeah. What's happening? Word up to Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin one part. Eddie Griffin, like, oh no, y'all ain't finna get me in that mess either. He was a smart comedian too. I like him. He knew about what was going on. Just like Oliver's neck, he had to get off. He went the other way. He went our way. He doing what we doing on here. We are educating each other. This is Scrap TV. My name is deSz'e. I'm gonna eat a cherry Ricola lunch, Swiss cherry herb throat drops, naturally soothing, relief that lasts, and it's sugar free. Just drop one on the floor. I like these. I found these in the house. 2 fresh bags at the house. I was cleaning up. Shout out to my man, he's in the hospital, man. He used to give me all my houses that I clean up and buildings I clean up. He is on his last leg. He's in the ICU. That's what she told me yesterday. So definitely a blessing goes out to my man and anybody else in peril right now. It's always something, but it's not always bad. Something good gonna come out of this. Everything. Something good gonna come out of it. Cause that's the way it goes. That's where the ball bounces, G. Sometimes you up, and sometimes you're down. Don't mean I can get around. Yeah, that's a song I did back in the day. I think I was like 17 years old when I wrote that one. And I still want to do that song. Still want to do it. Yeah. Duality. Scrap TV. I'm deSz'e. I come on at 5 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the evening. Central Standard Time. Any of y'all want to holler at me, man? That's cool. Get at me on my email list. Join the email list. Join the email list. I ain't got the membership yet. So the email list is like a membership where we can, keep in contact with each other. In case all of this goes down or goes away or goes over the diaspora. And you'd be like, what's the name? And we can all still stay in contact. Yeah. That's Tension. Who's that? That's not Tension. That's Cameron. Okay, cool. Tajikistan. Live in Tajikistan. Word up. Thanks, Anisha. You all awesome. Appreciate that. And I might have missed some of y'all's thing last night. I was face down. I had customers coming at 1 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the morning. And I had to lay down in this last hour. I'm like, oh no, I gotta go down. I gotta lay down. I gotta refresh. I'm writing in my sleep. I said, I gotta get up for this one. So yeah, I appreciate y'all coming. Thanks, y'all done hit the like. Y'all making my day. Appreciate that. Y'all making my day. Yeah, duality. I thought it was just two things going at the same time. No, no. It can be, but no, not the real meaning of duality. I guess some things need to work at the same time to get the finished result. Point blank. Transmission's doing this, while the motor's doing that, and the battery doing something else, while the axle is doing something else. Everything has to work together to make that car move, a truck, vehicle, Jeep, whatever it is. Boat, even a boat has some duality in it. Has to be built to where it's resistant on the water. In a boat without a rudder, man, or a directionalized instrument, you worthless. You have no duality. Only duality is you afloat, and the boat is staying up on the water. That's it. And you don't have no direction. You'll go wherever the wave sends you. There's a duality in wavelengths. We look at a wave file. Let me show you the wave file. Since I am the king of props on this platform, I'm the king of the props. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Show them what you're working with. Show them what you're working with. Show them what you're working with. Okay? So there's a wave. There's a wave file. There's a wave file right there. Wave file. The left side is on the top. Right there. The left side is on the top. The right side is on the bottom. There could be two things going at the same time. There could be two things going on at the same time. And duality can go into surround sound too. Quad system. Quad system was very big in the 70s. 70s, they wanted 4 speakers. More better sound, more thickness. 8-track. They had an 8-track cassette mechanism. To where whenever you wanted to switch, you can hit another channel. It would be playing at the same time as the other channel going. 8 tracks. It was an 8-track player, 8-track recorder, 8-track cassette. And don't you know that they still got 8 tracks now? The Latin community has embraced the 8-track still. The sound quality of an 8-track is way phenomenal. It's way more better. It's way more fidelic than anything we've done in the digital realm. They still using it. They still using it. One day I go to the Latin flea market. Well, if they do, they let me go in. Let me go in there and buy one of them tapes. I got an 8-track player and some 8-track tapes. And I didn't get my man to sign it before he passed on to the next world. That's what I wanted to do. The tape is over there on the shelf. Mr. Don't You Stop the Music went on to another life last year. Yeah. I could have got both of them to sign that. Didn't know he was going to go that quick. They just asked me to help them move into their new house. I couldn't because I was working at the food pantry. Food pantry was kicking my butt. Oh, we need you now. We need you tomorrow. We need you today. We got a truck come in with 1,500 apples. And we need you to move them into the storage. Oh, this is deSz'e. Scrap TV, man. We're doing it again. This one's called Duality. Yeah, everybody got some kind of thing going at the same time. And it's a functional thing. Mother and dad. Or dad and dad. Or mother and mother. I don't care. I don't know what your orientation is. Or if you're a self-parent, then you got to do both parts. And that's kind of hard. That's a good little attempt. That's a balancing act. You're walking a tightrope. Because some things need to be done while the other person is doing the other thing. You got 8 kids. at one time, octuplets, you're going to need some help. Oh, you're going to need some help. Now, I'm going to let ABC do my hair. I'm going to let her do it. I'm going to let her do my hair, man. I'm going to trust her on this haircut. But I'm going to need some conditioning and stuff. I'm going to need the wild grow. And I'm thinking about drinking some spirulina. And I'm going to use that hair tonic. It's not a tonic. It's a hair conditioner that the Indians use, the Indian race, that they actually use to grow their hair, which actually makes their hair grow long, and they sell their hair thusly. We got weaves and all that stuff, like different types, because that hair be so good. It be protein, sheen, everything, just nice hair. I still think I can grow even fuller head of hair. But it's other things that have to help me make it. Other things that I have to condition myself to. And let that do what it's supposed to do while I'm doing something else. Duality. This is deSz'e Scrap TV. We did it again, man. We coming through and through and through. Yeah. Let the other people do something. Delegate some authority. Delegate that job to somebody else. I was just telling my new homie that I just met last night. I said, dog, no. I can mix and master, I can do. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We finna be musicians again and artists in the field, on stage, doing what we gotta do. Now, this is a whole nother game, bro. We taking it back to sports. We're going back in time. We are back to the future. Yeah. The future is, we gotta go back to the stuff that was working. Come on, man. You gotta go back to what was working. Because all this stuff we're going into the future now, it's not working. People are giving up. People don't want to even be part of this particular sector no more. Because nobody's being real. Everybody had a filter on their thing back in the day here. Now everybody got the same ringtone. That's silly. Get down. Okay. Yeah, everything. Remember, everybody had to have a different ringtone. Ringtones was selling like crazy. Well, I can have my own song on my phone when it rings. A beeper tie. That was in that Public Enemy music video. What's my name? Man's name. I can't think his name. He was a good comedian. He was a good comedian, and he just didn't get a shine like that. But he came up with it. He wearing a tie and had a beeper on the tie. Called it the beeper tie. Bring beepers back. I love my beeper, man. It seems like that's some easy technology y'all can make. Because I don't want to answer the phone all the time. You can make it where you can answer it too. Just put it in a beeper form, man. You don't got to have no screen. All I want to see is the number. Star 69. 911. 304. Oh boy. Yeah. Bring that back. Bring the two-way pages back. That was some duality. Yeah, bring that back. Give us those functions back. That's hard. That's an easy one. That's a suggestion box for today. I definitely throw a suggestion box on most of the shows, most of the programs. Things that could be better. Yeah, what could be better? What could be better? That's how it goes, boy. Some things can be improved on. Y'all know it is. Y'all know what time it is. I appreciate y'all coming through. Look at that. We added more likes. Oh, we down to one. Hey, we got 2 people in the spot. It's cool. Let me give myself a like, too. How about that? How about that? Oh, she went off. She went off on Dr. Phil. That was crazy. That was a moment